Hi YouTube, this is Millie. Welcome back to my channel, or just welcome. Today I'm sitting in my bathroom, painting my nails with this really cute nail polish and filing them. Basically, this is all you do when you just urine and yup and feel bad. And top 5 pet peeves of mine right now. I hate these pimples so much. I hate this bathtub gets dirty all the time. When I move out, I want to have like a black bathtub, so it is always like dirty, but I don't care because I don't see it, you know what I mean? 3, I hate how old the towels start to smell after you use them for once. I hate this so much. My nails look good only on one hand, on the other it looks like they look good when you look at them if you're not me, but I hate that so much too, you know, like when your nails or your hands or just anything about your body looks good to somebody else because it's not theirs, but to you it may look really bad because you look at it all the time, you know what I mean? So this is so unfair. People are unfair. I hate how people always have this sort of, you know, they lack humanity, they lack empathy towards the world, and I don't like this because I always expect other people to be like me. This is my biggest mistake of my whole life, I think, because I always think that everybody is like me, and if somebody has the same music taste, book taste, film taste in just anything, I start to think that they are just like me, but they are not. And the fact that people are experiencing art just the way I am doesn't make them like me, and this is so unfair. I think this is so sad and so demoralizing. Also, how people fall in love with somebody. Isn't love always a mutual feeling or emotion or process? Why isn't it always mutual? I feel like the world should work like we should always fall in love and it's always requited. I just hate the pain of it, you know, when you fall in love and this person turns out to be like somebody who you wanted them to be. Is bad, but I know that it's bad, but like when you fall in love with somebody who is really the person who you love and you actually know this person, you try to get to know them, but they are still not answering the same to you, the same, like with the same emotion. I think this may be really sad, and it's not your fault that you fall in love, but you still feel bad about it, you know. It's not even about the pain, it's about like this deep feeling of embarrassment and shame that you feel about yourself, just the feeling of despair, you know. The feeling of despair is one of my pet peeves, because I experienced it a lot in my life. I experienced it till like this day. I still do sometimes, and I think this is one of the most beautiful but also like embarrassing and kind of vulnerable feelings. One of the most like ill feelings, you know. But we shouldn't be afraid to be desperate. I think this is the point of living. You shouldn't turn your pain, your despair into something beautiful. Not always, or into something powerful. You can turn it into something beautiful by art, by making art, by being powerful over your despair, by turning it into something cold. And the wizardliz said that multiple in her videos, or just any kind of like girl blogger, or like all of these femcel or incel YouTubers, they often say that, like, or I don't know, podcasters, they often say like, oh, you shouldn't be desperate. And I'm not talking about trying to cultivate this feeling inside of yourself, but like we should experience it more openly. Like if you're feeling desperate, you shouldn't be called out on it. You should experience it, and you shouldn't feel embarrassed or ashamed because of it. Fall in love with somebody and feel desperate. This is the best feeling. You know, it may sound like I'm contradicting myself, but I always do. I always contradict myself. I filed this hand, and I think I feel good about it. It kind of looks good, right? No, I think this is the problem of being real, because people will say to you that you should experience everything and just be open about your own emotions and feelings, but then they will be like, oh, you're being desperate or being hurt, being sad or depressed, and then they will act like they don't know you, and this hurt that you're experiencing, they will just leave it there and they won't help you or something like that. I'm not saying that they should help me or you. I'm just saying that don't say that you want other people to be open if you really want them to. Never say anything about their emotions, you know? It's the problem with being real, honestly. And people will make 100 videos about overconsumption, but then make two more videos about makeup products. I'm not telling you to stop making videos about cosmetic makeup products or whatever. I'm just saying that you're contradicting yourself with this. Totally contradicting yourself. People can contradict themselves, they always do, but still, you know what I mean? We should always be kinder to everybody. This is a stellary thing, by the way. They didn't pay me for this, but I'm saying that this is a really good nail polish. I'm always so concentrated on doing this, but fuck it, I don't care. I don't care if it turns out bad, you know? Sometimes you just really don't care about things like that. You care about, I don't know, whether you fail in life or whether you just do something bad or good, but you never care about your nail polish, you know? I'm just saying that this isn't something to be like scared of. Whether you have hair in your legs or in your armpits, whether you smell bad. Think about something more deep. I knew so many people that were into it, and I'm buying makeup products, eating in a restaurant, flying to some other country, posting pictures from there, and flying back home, going to a concert with some unknown rapper. I'm not saying anything, but like, this isn't the life I want, you know what I mean? This is something really scary to me, because it's kind of boring. So the wizardliz, all of this problem with hyper power, you know, feeling powerful, feeling all the time feeling powerful, it's bad, because you need to be weak sometimes. Human beings are weak, people are weak. I was talking about this, but like in a different way. I think that the problem with this cult of being powerful is that we should understand that we don't control lots of things in the world, A, and B, that this kind of hyper productivity and all this stuff kind of ruins everything for us, just because when you achieve everything you want, you don't have anything inside of yourself. I don't know how you can achieve anything with like having nothing, because I cannot achieve anything if I am feeling empty and I'm feeling bad. Like if I don't talk with myself enough about something that I can achieve, something that I want to achieve, I will be like so not into doing this. So I was thinking about this wizardliz moment, that it's not what my main idea was. You know, I was thinking about like the original version of the mermaid, like the fairy tale for children, and I feel like I understood the original meaning of it yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Anyway, I think that the main thing about it was, like, in the original version, she becomes the foam of the ocean, which is really beautiful. Like, it sounds really poetic, and it's a great metaphor of how you can dissolve, disappear in your dream, in your desire to be chosen, in your relationships, and how you survive in this world, how you can dream of something and it makes you so worthless and so powerless that you just die and you become the ocean. You know what I mean? Somebody who doesn't even want it will get it at the end, and you won't. And these Disney things, stupid as fuck. Like, if you like in love with somebody, then you will probably get them to love you. Yeah, this is what you're teaching me. This is the biggest mistake of my life, believing that loving somebody will make them love me. It's my own, responsibility to make the person like me. If I do something wrong, if I do something right, whether I do something will work out for me. But the real thing is if you're so obsessed with something, you're so desperate to have it, you'll dissolve in it. The real fear of like despair has nothing to do with power or with how you look like, and it doesn't have to look like it. It doesn't have for you, like, it doesn't have to be about how you look and how you how other people perceive you, because it's also not your responsibility. It's not your responsibility whether the other people like you or not. You know what I mean? So what I'm just trying to tell you is that you should seek what you love. First, try to find your love inside of yourself, for something in the world, for yourself, and for people around you, and something will happen, maybe to you, maybe not. Just this constant cycle of falling in love with somebody makes us forget about the real things, like ourselves, for example. We should strive to be happy and not to be loved, because you can be loved in multiple ways, not just romantically or in like some friendship, other platonic ways. You shouldn't strive for it, because when you're striving and constantly sticking it, you will end up in the ocean. Yeah. I ruined my nails, by the way, for this video. Also, sacrifice isn't a really good thing. I mean, I hate it. I hate how I always exist in this kind of, oh my god, if I will sacrifice my whole life for them, then probably they will get to like me. But this isn't how it works. You can do nothing, the person will still love you. But this isn't about it, right? I just don't understand how the world works. Maybe I'm stupid and you shouldn't listen to me at all. This is my nails. They look kind of good when you look at them, like from this kind of like 40 centimeters. So yeah, they kind of aid with the eye makeup, So yeah, thanks you guys for listening or not listening. And yeah, I love making these videos. Love you. Love your mama, love your papa, love your grandma, love your mama, love your perfume, love your eye makeup, love your eyes. Sending lots of love to you guys. This was Millie, yeah. Stay diva, by the way. Stay diva and shimmery and shiny and silvery, you know what I mean? Goodbye.